My name is Sabrina Kanner. I'm the Senior Vice President of Design and Construction for Brookfield Properties. I've been working for Brookfield and its predecessor company, Olympia, New York, for over 30 years. I feel privileged and am proud to say I've worked in Lower Manhattan for decades, starting in the 80s with the construction of Brookfield Place, formerly known as World Financial Center. I've had the pleasure of working with the World Trade Center folks during this entire time, as we are not only very close neighbors to the west of Brookfield Place, but also enjoy close proximity to the World Trade Center on the east at Zuccotti Park and One Liberty Plaza. I've been lucky enough to have worked on interesting, impactful projects in this section of the city, but as you can imagine, most notably after 9/11. An enormous effort has been expended since 9/11, and I think of this work as happening in two phases. First, reconstruction and restoration, and second, revisioning and renovation. I'll start with the first, which was hard work physically and emotionally. I was recently asked by a student what project in my career was my favorite. Well, this was it. This was it. 30 million square feet, this was it. The rebuilding of our properties around the Trade Center, especially the Winter Garden, after 9/11, blew everything else out of the water. Lower Manhattan was a war zone, and there was a fierce drive to put it right. If any of you have heard me talk about this experience before, you know I like to say that instead of picking up guns to fight back, we picked up our tools. And you know that feeling, right? I call it war therapy. This gave us, all of us involved, a place to put our anger and our grief to work, and a way to demonstrate our love for and our pride in our city and our country. Let's take a look at a shot of the Winter Garden immediately after 9/11, and then after reconstruction. I still feel a kind of thrill and pride when I look at this completion picture. It reminds me that we, all of us, are so strong, so powerful in our resiliency that we may suffer, but we will always rise up and come back. It was easily the most rewarding experience of my career, leading and working with hundreds of men and women who are determined to restore this place of respite and beauty belonging to the public, and so badly needed by this community at that moment in time. The Winter Garden, which was almost condemned and torn down, was restored in less than 8 months, culminating in President Bush addressing the General Assembly of the UN in the newly rebuilt Winter Garden on 9/11/2002, the first anniversary of the attacks. The evolution of Lower Manhattan reminds us that with change comes opportunity, always, even if the change is violent destruction, and our community has certainly seized this opening to improve. All around us, we see the results of reimagining not only the architecture around us, but the urban plan that is the underlying fabric of this precinct. Our ease of passage from building to street and street to transportation and back again has completely redefined and revolutionized our downtown experience. On the Brookfield Place side, and here we can start to look, we have embraced the new connection of buildings to streets. Now filled with people thanks to improved pedestrian-friendly streetscapes and a miraculously robust residential market. As you may know, we have expanded and completely reinvented our retail at Brookfield Place to provide many more and much varied food choices, so come see our dining terrace, Hudson Eats, and the soon-to-be-open market and restaurant venue, The District. We have designed, built, leased, retail that connects wherever possible to the sidewalks and streets and offers a wide variety of shops, from clothing to books to fitness. Every opportunity to open and announce our front doors to our neighbors has been enthusiastically undertaken, from our glassy pavilion on West Street to our glassy courtyard on Vesey Street to our glassy entrance on the Marina Plaza. While creating indoor-outdoor connections and instilling a fresher, brighter, contemporary sensibility, we have also improved our energy efficiency with the use of insulated glass with state-of-the-art coatings to reduce solar gain, as well as radiant cooling and heating in the new floors of our public spaces. And in doing so, we have pulled our piece of Lower Manhattan into the 21st century and completed the journey from destruction to a celebration of everyday life. Thank you.